Hello friends! Do you know what is the fastest way to become popular? To create a mystery around your own self, of course. Obviously you need talent, we don't argue with that. But there's just a crazy amount of incredibly talented people in the world. If you want to stand out among them and be remembered by the audience, you need to hide your identity, just like the heroes of our today's video. The audience is terribly intrigued by who is hiding behind the mask. They're wondering, discussing it with their friends, on the internet, and voila, you're famous. Today, we're going to tell you about popular musicians whose identity has long been hidden under a mask. Let's get it on! Marshmallow. The rise to fame of this American DJ composing electronic dance music was extremely short. In 2015, he posted his first track on SoundCloud. And in 2017, he was already among top 10 DJs of the world, according to DJ Magazine. There's no doubt Marshmallow is incredibly talented, but we're sure that this sweet mask was crucial in it. There were a lot of versions of who is hiding behind the mask. However, after some time, people agreed on the opinion that Marshmallow was none other than American DJ Christopher Comstock, better known as .com. They both play similar music, they have the same music manager, and internet users that have seen their pictures say that .com and Marshmallow wear very similar tattoos on their legs. Another proof is that during one interview, Skrillex got a call. The display showed Chris, and Skrillex said, "Hey Marshmallow."
Chris.
Oh, Marshmallow.
Deadmau5. Unlike Marshmallow, this musician didn't try too hard to hide his identity, but the story of why he wears a mask is very interesting. But let's talk about everything in order. Deadmau5 is a Canadian DJ. Over 20 years of his career, people really loved him. He even received 6 nominations for a Grammy Award. His real name is Joel Thomas Zimmerman, and during his concerts and public events, he wears a funny mask of a mouse with huge ears. The history of his alias started when Joel, being a teenager, found a dead mouse in his computer. Because of this incident, friends have started to call Joel that Dead Mouse guy. But he was not upset. Instead, he reduced the nickname to Deadmau5, familiar to us today. Having fun with this idea, Zimmerman created the original logo with the mouse, just for himself. And then he came up with the idea of using a mask to create his character. Daft Punk. If you say you've never heard anything about this French electronic duo, we will never believe you. After all, Daft Punk's music career began in 1993. More than once, their singles became worldwide hits, topped the charts and ratings. The duo can boast 7 Grammys and many nominations. During performances and various public events, the duo always appears in shiny helmets. There's so little photos of how the musicians look without helmets that the identity of the actors even became a meme. In fact, the musicians are called Thomas Bangalter and Guy Manuel de Homem Cristo. They don't even hide the fact that helmets are an important and intriguing part of their characters. During an interview with Rolling Stone magazine, Bangalter admitted that they are very interested in the line between the fictional and the real, so they decided to create fictional characters who would exist in the real world. Interestingly, although initially the helmets were intended as a conceptual move, today they have a practical use for the musicians. No one knows what they look like, so in daily life they don't have to hide. Mike Candies. Of course, the Swiss DJ Mike Candies can't boast of the glory of Daft Punk or Marshmallow. However, his integral part is a round, yellow head, so we had to include him into our list. When you see Mike Candies, in real life known as Michael Cole, you cannot help but feel like you're seeing an emoji man. At first, the musician was known mostly in Europe, but in 2010, his single, Together Again, won him world recognition. According to Mike, he always sought to create not just music, but a whole show. So that people remember Mike, he came up with the idea to complement his character with a mask. He tried a variety of options, from dragons to aliens, and eventually settled on a smiley face. COSN. Swedish duo called COSN became famous mostly because of the style of their live performances. When the DJs go on stage, they put on the head. What do you think? Okay, it's not difficult to guess even if you've never seen them. They put huge 3-dimensional cassettes on their heads. The musicians who hide under this pseudonym are Alexander Björklund and Sebastian Furrer. It's interesting that it's mostly DJs playing electronic dance music who perform in masks. There must be some kind of reason for it. What do you think it is? Tell us in the comments. Well, that's it for today.